Section 406.3d3 of the National Electrical Code, or NEC, addresses the replacement of non-grounding type receptacles. This specific section allows for a non-grounding type receptacle to be replaced with another non-grounding type receptacle. This provision is primarily applicable in existing installations where a grounding means does not exist in the receptacle enclosure or is not readily accessible. The intent is to permit the maintenance of existing electrical systems without mandating extensive rewiring to establish a grounding path where one never existed. It's essential to understand that this allowance is a limited exception, primarily intended for situations where upgrading to a grounding type receptacle would necessitate significant alterations to the building's wiring infrastructure. Now let's turn our attention to Section 250.130c of the NEC. This section addresses the circumstances under which grounding of receptacles is required. Specifically, 250.130c states that when a non-grounding type receptacle is replaced, the replacement receptacle must be of the grounding type. This requirement is not absolute and is subject to certain exceptions, however, it sets a general principle for enhancing electrical safety. The underlying rationale for this rule is to promote the use of grounding type receptacles, which provide a safer electrical connection. Grounding type receptacles incorporate a grounding terminal that, when properly connected, offers a low impedance path for fault current to return to the electrical supply source. This grounding path facilitates the rapid operation of overcurrent protective devices, such as circuit breakers or fuses, in the event of a ground fault. This process minimizes the duration of a potential electrical shock hazard. The crucial distinction between 406.3d3 and 250.130c lies in the context of their application. Section 406.3d3 permits the like-for-like replacement of non-grounding type receptacles, whereas 250.130c mandates the installation of grounding type receptacles when replacing non-grounding type receptacles, with certain exceptions. These exceptions generally apply when a grounding means is not available or when specific ground fault circuit interrupter, or GFCI, protection is provided. Let's explore the implications of these code sections in more detail. Firstly, if you are replacing a damaged or worn-out non-grounding type receptacle in an existing installation and a grounding means is present in the receptacle enclosure, then 250.130c requires that you replace it with a grounding type receptacle. This involves connecting the grounding conductor to the grounding terminal of the new receptacle. Secondly, if you are replacing a non-grounding type receptacle and there is no grounding means available in the receptacle enclosure, you have a few options under the NEC. One option is to install a GFCI protected receptacle. A GFCI device is designed to detect even small imbalances in current flow, which can indicate a ground fault. When a ground fault is detected, the GFCI will quickly trip, interrupting the circuit and reducing the risk of electrical shock. Another option is to replace the non-grounding type receptacle with another non-grounding type receptacle, as permitted by 406.3d3. However, it's important to note that this option is generally considered less safe than installing a grounding type receptacle with GFCI protection. Thirdly, consider the scenario of adding a new receptacle to an existing circuit. If the existing circuit is served by non-grounding type receptacles, the addition of a new non-grounding type receptacle is generally not permitted by the NEC. In this case, you would typically need to extend a grounding conductor to the new receptacle location or provide GFCI protection. Understanding these code requirements is crucial for ensuring electrical safety. Non-grounding type receptacles do not provide a path for fault current to return to the electrical panel, which can increase the risk of electrical shock. Grounding type receptacles, when properly installed, offer a low impedance path for fault current, which helps to protect people from electrical shock. It is imperative to consult the latest edition of the NEC and local electrical codes to ensure compliance with all applicable requirements. Additionally, it is recommended to engage a qualified electrician for any electrical work to ensure that it is performed safely and in accordance with code. Let's delve into some specific scenarios to further illustrate the application of these code sections. Imagine you are renovating an older home that was originally wired without grounding conductors. In this situation, you encounter numerous non-grounding type receptacles. You have several options. Firstly, you could rewire the entire home to include grounding conductors. This is the most comprehensive solution, as it brings the entire electrical system up to modern safety standards. However, it can also be the most expensive and disruptive option. Secondly, you could replace the non-grounding type receptacles with grounding type receptacles and provide GFCI protection. This approach offers a significant improvement in safety without requiring extensive rewiring. GFCI protection can be provided by installing GFCI receptacles or by installing a GFCI circuit breaker at the electrical panel. Thirdly, you could replace the non-grounding type receptacles with other non-grounding type receptacles as permitted by 406.3D3. However, as mentioned earlier, this option is generally considered less safe and should only be considered if rewiring or GFCI protection are not feasible. Now let's consider a different scenario. Suppose you are adding a new receptacle to an existing circuit in a home that already has grounding type receptacles. In this case, you must extend a grounding conductor to the new receptacle location and connect it to the grounding terminal of the receptacle. This ensures that the new receptacle provides the same level of safety as the existing receptacles. However, if the existing circuit is served by non-grounding type receptacles, the addition of a new non-grounding type receptacle is generally not permitted. You would need to either extend a grounding conductor to the new receptacle location or provide GFCI protection. It's important to note that the NEC is a complex document and that the interpretation of specific code sections can vary. Therefore, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector if you have any questions or concerns. Additionally, local electrical codes may have additional requirements that go beyond the NEC. Therefore, it is essential to check with your local authorities to ensure compliance with all applicable codes. In summary, understanding the NEC requirements for replacing and adding non-grounding type receptacles is crucial for ensuring electrical safety. While 406.3D3 permits the like-for-like replacement of non-grounding type receptacles in certain situations, 250.130C generally requires the installation of grounding type receptacles when replacing non-grounding type receptacles, with exceptions for GFCI protection or the absence of a grounding means. Always consult the latest edition of the NEC and local electrical codes and engage a qualified electrician for any electrical work. Remember, electrical safety is paramount. By following the NEC and other applicable codes, you can help to protect yourself and others from electrical shock and other electrical hazards.